All right, press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. All right, press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. All right, let's go.
Supposed to be the land of the free. I don't see how. Count me in. Oh, America. Oh, America. America. America, sweet land of liberty, y'all. I'm doing this for the struggle and everybody doing brother, sister, daddy, and mother who living in the gutter. You want better cars and a better heart, another star, your home yard, and a place to park. You want a truck and ride and a better life, a bigger crib and a home cooked meal. Hair sick and out of hell, feel what you going through. But I could've warned you when it's time to be a man. Do all you can, see other lands, and don't be living for other man. Take time out, settle in, be the better man, and close with watch your friends, and then you'll understand a little better then. But on the other hand, you so goddamn stubborn, and you be starting shit. And ever since you made president, we ain't even seen you since. You need to visit our schools, rebuild our church and home, and stop killing my own kind and leave my earth alone. And stop tapping my phone and searching my brain, and keep your personal feelings home when you're bed in my phone. Do it for the weak and strong, and the each his own. Do it for the main goals when all the heat is gone.
This man wasn't told me, it was told to me, you not the free.
No
way, not in America. Not America.
Not in America.
Our country is liberty. That'll never be.
No
way, not in America.
Not this America.
Not in America.
No.
You only got $2 to give less than a fuck.
You a nigga.
Got a nice home and an Lexus truck.
You a nigga.
World champions and you MVP.
You a nigga.
4 degrees and a PhD.
You still a nigga.
Use your platinum card, you need 4 IDs.
Then you a nigga.
If your skin is brown just like me,
Then you a nigga.
got a promotion and a fat ass raise.
You still a
You
nigga.
from the islands and your peoples was enslaved.
You a nigga.
No matter how much your ass get paid.
You still a nigga.
Shot by the cops at a traffic stop.
Cause you a nigga.
That's why I hold toast too. I sell by coastal, international. They into catching you with satellites from deep space. Now, who invented niggas in the first place? They said America's 20 life on their first case. My nigga.
This man wasn't told to me, it was told to me, you not the free.
No
way, not in America. Not America.
Not in America.
Our country is liberty. That'll never be.
No
way, not in America.
Not this America.
Not in America.
No. I'm doing this for the kids in the street who ain't missed a beat. Do it for the deaf and the blind and those who don't even need. Do it for all the children and the corn and the unborn. Do it for the speedy trials and all the lives you sworn. How you go teach a man, oh Mr. Crooked ass preacher man, when your whole congregation driving a brand new Benz and like brand new sins live on the Million Man. And all my brothers, sisters, them dad and them doing time in the pen.
It was told to me, it was told to me, you not the free.
No
way, not in America. Not America.
Not in America.
Our country is liberty. That'll never be.
No
way, not in America.
Not this America.
Not in America.
No.
This man wasn't told to me, it was told to me, you not the free.
No
way, not in America.
Not America.
Not America.
Not in America.
Our country's liberty.
Is
And
it?
liberty.
Liberty.
That'll never be.
No.
All right. Appreciate everybody coming by to fuck with me on this afternoon. Shout out to my shadow watchers, shout out to my playback watchers, shout out to everybody, everybody in the chat, my mods as well. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I got my mods throwing out the link to anybody that want to come up and weigh in as well on the current state, what's going on. Nothing but that. This is something that needs to be addressed. You know, ASAP. I think everybody needs to be addressing this. You know, it's like everybody is in their own little world, like nothing's happening. I ain't gonna say everybody, but it's still a handful. You know, this shit out here is real. You know, this is not a game. Let me repeat myself. This shit is not a game. This ain't, turn up time. You know, I seen the reality of me post a video talking about she going to get a tummy tuck. Bitch, who you trying to look good for? I mean, it looks like this summer is gone. This bitch is really is willing to risk her life two ways, on the table and possibly getting there all from there if she get off the table. And you feel that a motherfucking tummy tuck is so fucking important? Wow. Goes to show you. It goes to show you. Welcome to the room, Blue Devil G, and everybody else. Like I said, my mom's posting out the link for anybody that want to weigh in. Oh, if anybody knows anybody that's on the ground anywhere, Atlanta, DC, whatever, they on the ground, feel free to pass the link to them. You know what I'm saying? So we be able to get some footage, on-site footage to see what's going on. It was, that way everybody can be aware that, know that this shit is serious. It's not a game out here, people. Like I said, this motherfucker, we just gonna have to leave, behind. As soon as something happened, they come on her crying, don't feel no type of pity, don't feel no type of sorriness for them. It's way more than enough videos, posts going up, showing everybody that this shit is real. You got motherfuckers who want to still make motherfucking memes and shit, thinking this shit is funny. No, this shit ain't funny. Let me show y'all how serious this shit is. Some of y'all might have seen this. Some of y'all might not have seen this. But let's play this for the people who haven't seen it. Let's see. There we go. Show y'all how serious this shit is.
Look at this. They just keep coming.
Oh, go inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light him up! Go inside now! Get in the house!
Get in! Oh, there's more.
We're gonna play it again. Just watch.
Yes. They just keep coming.
Oh,
Look at the white lady. Oh, they just keep coming.
Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light him up! Go inside now! Get in the house!
Get in!
Now they threw rubber bullets at her. But soon as they get to the black neighborhoods, what do you think they're gonna throw at them? There ain't gonna be no rubber bullets. Because this is the plan. This is how they plan to exterminate us as in a vast majority. I said vast. Well, mass majority. This is nothing new. Once again, look at Rosewood. Once again, look up the Devil's Punch Bowl. The shit is not a game out here, people. It's not. So I got more. Let me play. Okay. Somebody say I didn't play this, but I'm gonna play this again. This goes to show you where these piles of bricks, this was in Dallas, was set up. A pile of bricks that was set up in downtown Dallas. Ain't no construction going around there. Let's play this.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know
bro.
where we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route.
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no damn
You gotta
construction.
do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better.
Them there
This
on
the
purpose.
setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know where
bro.
we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route.
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no damn
You gotta
construction.
do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better.
Like my man said, a straight setup. A straight setup. Let me go play one that was handed. Somebody want me to play this. I'm gonna play this one too. Let's see. Okay. Now hold on. Okay. Okay, that's basically I believe that's LA. I'm trying to figure where that's at. I know what's his name sent this to me. I believe this is LA. That is the downtown part. I'm trying to is that over there by Olympia? Or to the person I don't want to say your name to send me this. Let me see. I know it's downtown. Okay. This is a good one right here. I'm gonna play this one out as well.
We're not allowing that no more. Okay? That's the reality of what we're dealing with right now. All right? Like I said to all my white brothers and sisters, we appreciate y'all being out here and supporting us. But this is not y'all space. This is not your space. Period. We don't need this bullshit right here. Because what our reality is, when this shit is all said and done, when we wake up, we still gonna be black in America. Now that's not nothing against none of y'all. That's not what this is. That's not what I'm saying. But we're not gonna allow y'all to go up there and start causing chaos and confusion. It's just not gonna happen. We're not allowing.
Okay. That brother was trying to put shit in check because he knows that these people are coming into his neighborhood, igniting the chaos. And it's like we follow right behind them. As soon as we follow right behind them, they'll go to cameras able to point the blame on us. Let me find this one. Oh man, let me find this one right here. This shit right here is gonna have y'all, man. Y'all need to listen to this shit. Hold up. Yeah, there it is right here. Listen to this shit, y'all. Listen.
It is incredible to see in a unfortunate way. I can only hope that this person isn't stealing and that maybe they are an employee. But based on what I have seen tonight, it is incredible to see in a.
Now, I don't know if y'all heard the news lady. The news lady was like, well, it is incredible to see this. Oh, is she stealing? What the fuck you mean she's stealing? Yeah, the bitch stealing. She showing the fuck ain't borrowing. She showing the fuck ain't bought it. See, this is how they make excuses for their own. This ain't the first fucking video I seen like this. I seen the video, it was, I believe it was a Home Depot. I could be wrong, but it was a store, and it was in a white town, and I believe they had got flooded out at the time, and the news team was right there as they was going in the store grabbing shit, and they was talking about, oh, look at these, what she call them, survivors? Yeah, survivors. You know, they grabbing things so they can be able to survive. But when niggas do it, oh, look at these looters. Look at these looters. They don't know no better. Look at them. Oh, they make excuses for theirs. Oh, they make excuses. You said maybe they were still right, Jen. Once again, the link is out there for anybody come up, chime in. So you know what I'm saying? It's one of those. Mainly that's what Sundays is. You know, we got more. I got more as well. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me see. That's a good one right here. This is Santa Monica, y'all. They straight out there getting them people to work. So that's one thing about motherfuckers in Cali, man. I'm gonna say LA. In LA, when it comes signing shit like this, them niggas know what time it is. They know what time it is. They run them motherfuckers up out of there because they know what they're going to do. And I would suggest that to other cities, just like the brother was saying. Yo, y'all need to be coming over here at night and shit. Because at the end of the day, we got to deal with this as black folks, which is true. So you see them people come up in there, the dominant society come up in there acting like they for you. No, run their ass the fuck up out of there. No questions asked. Just because they got a sign talking about Black Lives Matter, that don't mean shit. There was a video, which is one since I follow. She had a good point. We always want to invite their ass to the fucking barbecue. Think about it. We always want to invite these motherfuckers to the goddamn barbecue. We need to stop handing out these motherfucking barbecue passes, man. Seriously. And worry about our own. Inviting our own. Let me say that. You see the shit on this motherfucker. Motherfuckers up here caping for these motherfuckers. Even though they still done took them around white supremacists, alt-right groups and shit in chat rooms. But they make up excuses for them. And still want to invite them to the motherfucking barbecue. These motherfuckers setting you up for your motherfucking death. But I love Massa, though. I love Massa. No, don't talk about Massa like that. No. Massa wouldn't do that. Welcome to the panel. God bless.
Hey, STL. Good, happy Sunday. I hope you're staying safe. I just want to piggyback on one comment that you just made about inviting people to the barbecue. That's also include our Black celebrities. We invest in a lot of these celebrities, and many of these celebrities are remaining silent. I mean, even Lil Wayne, he even made a comment about, well, we have to look at the police, but look at ourselves. So you're telling me that this man getting killed was the fault of Black people. Pretty much that's
Right.
what he's been saying.
Well, let me sum it up. Hold on. Let me sum it up for Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And I know why he made that statement. I'm not covering enough for
Still, can you hear me?
all right. Press one if you can hear me. Okay, press one if you can hear me. If y'all still got the link to my mods, throw it down again. Okay. Put up to my minds, put the link down again. For God bless to come back up. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, y'all. Right on, Owens. But I don't know where I left off at or where I stopped at, but basically I was trying to explain the reason why Lil Wayne is like he is. Go ahead, God bless.
No, I really want to hear your part when you said the reason why Lil Wayne is the reason behind it. So I just want to hear your perspective.
Yeah, well, from the interview with his daughter and the shit. I hate to say the baby mama, but yeah, that's what it is. Well, his ex-wife was saying that the dude lives up under a rock because he made a statement. This is the time he made. I forgot the statement that he made. Was it a Trayvon? Nah, was it? I forgot what statement he made. He made another statement similar to this one before.
It was Trayvon Martin.
Nah, I want to say it was probably something after that. It might have been Mike Brown.
Okay.
I can't remember, but it was a statement similar to the one he's making now. So basically, they said that all he does is, does it go to the skate park, go to the studio, come home, same thing, same routine, nothing else. And he don't stay in the hood no more. So it's like he's not in tune on what's going on. But go ahead.
No, I totally agree. I just want a lot of our community to realize that we have to stop investing our monies, our funds, and money in people who do not care about us, and including our Black celebrities. Because when it's award shows time, they'd be the same one that's saying Oscars, blackout. We need to push that we get diverse in the award shows to benefit themselves. But with this happening to us, we're dying in the streets. Some of us, all you see is a tweet saying Black Lives Matter, and then they show you their house. So this is need to be like a eye-opening experience, a moment for everyone. When you have, it's really sad when you have Target saying we don't care about the store, we can replace the store because we have insurance. You have celebrities saying we don't want any looting and we want peace. Do not tear down Target. Target got insurance. So I just want to make sure that this is an eye opener for a lot of people who support a lot of these actors and actresses, and who's saying, let's go to the movies, and then when things happen, they remain quiet.
Well, I think once everybody started understanding how the economical chain works, maybe they will have a different perspective and a different attitude towards it. I get what you're saying, and I do agree with you, because back, when I was coming up, we used to support the people like the X-Clan, Public Enemy, the list kind of goes on. It was a lot of conscious rappers out there, if you know what I'm saying. It was a lot of conscious rappers back then. But you said I support Portia Williams. She is out and about with the protesters and speaking on injustice. We can speak on injustice all day. This is the thing I'm trying to get everybody to understand. This goddamn system that we're hoping and praying and wishing for, man, we can throw this bullshit out the goddamn window. Reason why I say that is because they throw this motherfucking shit out the window anytime it comes to us. They come with all new extra shit. But as soon as a white person be in the same position as we do, the laws get lenient. So it's like, what I mean, we had a conversation before when you was up here as well. God bless. I know everybody said, well, in our constitutional rights, you got to remember when it comes to this constitutional right and it comes to these laws, it's like it's more strict on us. It doesn't say that, but trust me, that's what the clauses in there for.
Well, justice is not blind. Lady Justice is not blind when it comes to African Americans. And so it's so obvious when you see the difference. A prime example, when what's the young lady that was shot in her bedroom, and I forgot her first name. Her last name is Taylor. But
Breonna
Taylor. The boyfriend got arrested immediately. He was arrested for the killer, and he's a killer, the cop killer. The cop who killed Mr. Floyd, it took days, weeks for him to get arrested. Right. And exactly. And when you see that difference, it's hard to tell young people, I don't care, old people, that okay, we need to not meet violence with violence because they don't understand that anymore. So it's hard to relate that information to them. And I know a lot of people love former President Obama, but is no he did a Mr. Rogers speech, I call it. Um, you know, we are better than this. No, America is not better than this. This is what America is. And you have to change it.
You're saying change it. I mean, how do you expect to change it?
Well, I'm gonna say this, SL. My my faith is, do not believe in, when you meet violence, you do a peace. I can just based on what my background is, okay? But I have to be realistic. I think that if it wasn't for this outrage, if it wasn't for this protest or looting, this one cop would not be even in custody. The other three people walking around free, eating bingos and and chilling, eating cookies, but they're relaxing. So what I'm saying that it would take a change, maybe even like on a level of a revolution. And as a Christian, I don't believe in violence violence against violence. I just don't believe it. But I think it may move
So
that
let me
direction.
let me pause you right there. You say you don't believe violence against violence. So this
I,
is what you telling me.
I
You telling me
per-
that
I'm saying personally, as my personal belief, me growing up, I was not taught to meet violence with violence.
I
But
understand
I'm
that you weren't taught
but I'm
taught to be.
saying but I'm saying in this situation, my old process of thinking has slightly changed, because when you see that you have met peace with violence, and you don't get anything different, it changed your whole perspective of how you see things. And I think for a lot of African Americans, that's being the case right now. I'm sorry, can you hear me? Hello? Rosa Petals Rosa says the Bible has a lot of violence. I agree. I agree. I don't know if SL can hear me. SL? I'm going to do a STL format. If you hear my voice, hit 1. Can anybody hear me? So I'm gonna wait. I'm hopefully SCL, who is the host, um, he's having some technical difficulties. But I just want to emphasize that we really have to, at this time, really see the whole picture and see what industries that's for us, that we provide money towards. Are they supporting the initiative for police reform? We also need to look at the DA, the judges who we vote in. What are their voting records? Apparently, the cop that killed Mr. Floyd had like 8 or 9 fractions against him. He had open cases, and the DA at that time never charged him. We need to look at that also. Can anybody still hear me? So the purpose with my stance is this. I know people are saying, where the church at in this uprising. For many people, the church role, I can't speak for all the churches, but for many people, the church role can only maybe for a spiritual role as praying for change. We all have a part in this role in doing serious change. For some people, voting is a change. For some people, actually putting money into organizations that will help protesters is a change. And for some people, it's to actually, they believe in arming themselves. Turn it down while I'm talking. Someone said, does our vote really count? You know, I'm not saying that the voting is the only solution, but I do believe that if we have gotten some of those DAs and judges out the office, who's been in this office for generation. In other words, their father was in the office, their father, their mother's in the office, and now Tom and Mark has those positions. It could be a change. That DA in the case in Georgia, Omar, was in cahoots with the father and son. She should have been removed from the office. There are many things that should have been changed, and it wasn't. Do I think that voting is the only solution? I think voting is part of solution. Rose, what role do you want the church to do in this, I call it revolution? What role do you think that the church can take part in? Because if the church leaders say we need to pray, then the opposition or people critical of the church is going to say, well, they're too passive and they just care about money and donations, Sunday donations. So I mean, what role that needs to be played in? Hopefully STL will come up soon. And the ones who cannot protest, if I don't know all the different organizations, and I'm not going to advocate for different organizations, but if you find a reliable source that's really is fighting for justice, equality, maybe helping the protesters who's going to jail, need to get bail out. If you can donate $2, $3, whatever you can donate, please do. Fighting this fight does not have to be actually on the side of the protest. Sometimes you can do it financially and help out. When you say more outside of the church, as what, Rose? See, I just want us, when we decide, we as the people, this is what I feel, we as the people have to decide what concrete methods that we need to address this injustice. So when people say more, I want to really know in what way more. Like for me, I think that the idolizing of celebrity in our community is a problem. Well, we need to really focus on building leaders in our community, and leaders do not start in our community with celebrities. So I don't know where the focus should be on, where it should start at first. If change is going to be made, we as the people are going to have a political system. And we really need to really focus on building a political system. Church, I am who I am. Hello. Church is a scam, and Black church is not for Black people, but for green money. I am who I am. Let me say this. I totally agree that there are many religious churches that do not benefit our community. But let me also say this. There are many churches that in the community right now that's giving to the homeless. And with this pandemic, is dropping off food supplies to our elderly population that's at high risk. So when we look at the cleft dollars of the world, we compare everyone to them. But we don't look at the local churches that's really doing the job and the heavy living. But they get criticized for marching. People said they should be marching in shelters, building up the community. But Rose Petals, they are doing that. How's that a scam? But I just wish that we had that same energy with some of these celebrities that just go around and giving out bad music to us and be like, oh yeah, the new Jay-Z album dropped. Let's go ahead and jump on that. But we don't focus on that part. We don't focus on why is it that Democrats and Republicans is not benefiting our community. But it's like sometimes I feel like for a lot of people, the anger is towards the church. And I just don't understand where that is coming from. There's a lot of homosexuality and witchcraft in the church. I can't speak of that. I don't know there witchcraft in the church. I hope not, but there's a possibility. I hope that's not the case. But that's not going to change the subject that we need a political base. Okay, SCL said he's still there and his laptop is crashed. SCL, because this is your show, do you want me to continue on or do you want me to stop? Okay, guys. SCL is on his way, so he'll be blowing up soon. So, yeah, continue. Okay, so that's why I want us to focus on a political base. When people say the Second Amendment, well, that's great, but we need people that laws need to be changed, and we need to push for our politicians that we pay for. We pay their salary to have actual policies that's directed towards the Black folks to do changes. I am who I am stated. You have not heard one Black pastor come out and talk. You know what? I have to agree with that. Some of the pastors that I thought would speak out did not. And I was greatly disappointed. really disappointed that they did not, and I have to agree with that. I am also indicated, but we the people keep giving the black celebrity our money when we don't have to. I totally agree. I totally agree. Because when Donald Trump, when trying to reach out to the black community, he did not reach out to the doctors in our community. He did not reach out to the attorneys in our community. He reached out to Steve Harvey, a celebrity, to speak on the behalf of black people. That's the issue. That's the issue. Any other comments? SCL should be coming up very soon. I want to take over his show because I don't do that. All I'm asking, why haven't I heard from one black pastor? I misunderstood. I listened to the panel discussion yesterday regarding our current state in crisis. I am. You know, I'm going to say this also. This pandemic and also this racism, because racism is a form of pandemic to me. This institutional racism really show the inequality that we have in our community. And what people do not understand is that when you have a group of people who are financially deprived, who is also criminally punished severely, this is also going to be the reaction they have. So when it's looting, some of these people are not looting. Some of these people are just trying to get things so they can survive. The unemployment rate is extremely high, especially in our community. So a lot of this things that was taking was for the benefit of their families. I saw a woman that was taking bread and diapers, or when another woman that was not of the same persuasion was taking clothes. And I saw one young man who wasn't of the same persuasion was taking a mannequin. It wasn't anything essential. It was something to just, to have. Misunderstood said that was a black a pastor on the panel discussion with a few city leaders. Yes, Mr. Misunderstood. There are many pastors that are working on the ground level to try to promote a change, but unfortunately, they're not being heard or seen. The only people who get seen is really T.D. Jakes or Clifford Dollar. So we compare them to all the black pastors. I mean, not too far from my community, you had a black he's a pastor, happened to be black, was going to low-income families, and every week was dropping out a package of food. He's a pastor. He doesn't make a lot of money himself, but he takes funds to do that. But that's not being seen. So hopefully STL will be coming up. So I'm reading your comments. Welcome back, STL.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I don't know. It's just one computer just keep getting hit. The other one is cool. That's why I was able to type. I was typing from my phone and my other laptop.
I didn't want to
computer right here just keep getting hit. It just froze up. Now I was trying to think, was it because the screen sharing I'm doing? Or what? So, but anyway, show goes on.
Okay.
So I got my other accountant her in this case that does happen again. I can just keep going.
Okay.
That's what I've meant to do before. But yeah, hold on. I'm trying to Heard the feedback. Okay, where was we at?
Well, we was talking, I was reading the comments, and it was great comments. And they were saying the role of the Black church in this environment. And I just have my own thoughts about, I think that sometimes the Black church get a bad rap. I think that sometimes that we focus on the Black church because we talk about the donations and things of that nature, but we don't focus on those churches and so many, SL, that give back into our community. When Hurricane Katrina hit, it was majority Black churches that was providing shelter for a lot of African Americans who was displaced. But we don't focus on those changes. We just focus on other things when we see Black churches. And I don't understand why we don't have that same energy when we put money in these NFL players and these NBA players and these celebrities.
You say NFL players.
Okay, let me say this. A lot of these NFL players, okay, want to support our backing and our community. I'm not talking about Colin Kaepernick. I'm not even mentioning him. But a lot of these Black players want our support, want us to buy their jersey, which is understandable. I just don't see the outpour, and maybe I'm missing something, and I could be. I'm not seeing the outpour of Black celebrities in this equation. I just don't understand how we can focus on what one part of our community is not doing, and then the other part, we let them go and ride and say, well, that's just how they are. I just don't understand that.
Okay, but when it comes to the NFL players, that's back like private money. That's not coming from the Black community. Now, when it comes to the music industry, that's backed by the Jews, which runs the music industry. But it takes people to buy their merchandise or music. To show that they can do numbers. Anybody that watches the NFL, that's like somebody who watches my channel, and you get paid like that. So it's it's part of entertainment, but it's kind of two different things. I will say entertain a person who raps or sing. Yes, more money is coming. Hold on, let me mute some people up.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. But people are getting I ain't gonna say people. The dollar is coming from the people itself. But we can't look up to them. They got a job just like we got a job. I know they got a platform to where they're able to reach out to millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people, which is good. Once again, you have to understand where it comes to the entertainers, most of them have contracts. So it's certain things they could do, certain things they can't do. And I think that's where we kind of fall out of line of we don't know the position that they really sit in. They are basically a contract person. Welcome to the panel. I am. I got you on mute. Go ahead. Hold on.
Oh, I'm here. No, I want to say to God bless. We don't pay these athletes. Hi, how you doing? We don't pay these athletes and celebrities. They're not making their millions off of us. They're making their millions off of white people and other races because our money is so spread it. We don't have enough to be at these ball games like that, to buy these clothes and stuff because we're struggling. We don't have that much money as Black people independently. You know what I'm saying? So when you pick on the athletes, we're not giving them their money, just like everywhere else.
That's what I was trying to tell her. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell her. Their money is more backed by private money, which is the entertainment industry is the same thing too, but it's kind of different in so many ways on how they really get their money versus how a musician get their money. The musician relies on the sales from the people more so. The basketball and football players, they rely on the performance and views.
Right, but even still, that money comes from white people. It comes from Jewish people.
Right.
It comes from a lot of other races than it comes from us. You know what I'm saying? Now, I get that there was some Jordans that came out yesterday and they sold out. Yeah, you might get about 1,000 of black people who probably got a pair, but majority of them shoes went to other races. We didn't buy up all those shoes for them to be sold out. We don't have that. We don't have that much money as we are spread out. Now, collectively, we could do something, but as spread out as we are, no, that's not us. And with the churches, I think Well, the problem is you might have, let's say there are 10 million churches, 10 million black churches. You might only have 1 million that's really doing some real work. So the other 9 million are getting their money from white people or Caucasian, Jewish people, or whoever else is bagging them, but us. So then they're not looking out for us; they're looking out for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that you have pastors in big houses and nice cars, but your congregation is catching a bus to your church, but then giving you all their tithe money and telling us Jesus is coming one day, and humble yourself.
But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know I understand your point of view, but let me add this perspective. Okay, that's a myth that in the black community that we have mega churches. We may have a few, but majority is not mega churches. I'm from the rural part of South, originally from the rural South, and I promise you, a lot of some of those churches still have those little dirt floors because they're so poor. So these pastors are not walking around or not driving around with Lincolns. And then the people in the church is just like living poor. All of them are struggling in the community. And in many of those churches are many of the pastors I have been to, and many churches I've given to, it was the church that helped single black mothers, or even help with the prison reform system. I think that we have to be fair when we give criticism of the black church. To say that it's 10 million, it's possibly 10 million of churches and only probably 1 million is doing right. I don't think that's a fair assessment. And when it comes to our celebrities for entertainment purpose, maybe you are right, I think that the money issue may be a factor, that they can't do as much, but their status can help with it. Their voice can help with the change, and they're not using their voice.
Okay, let me say this to kind of piggyback off of I am. He has a point. The point I want to make, I seen this in a video. I don't know if it was a movie. I don't know if this was Cadillac Records. I've seen this part at, and I don't know if this was damn, what's the other fucking movie? Shit. I can't remember what. Yeah, you had Cadillac Records and Ray Charles. Ray. I think it was either one of the two. Y'all have to refresh my memory. But the white man said that blacks don't buy records. I had to sit here like, what? What the fuck he talking about? I done bought all types of motherfucking albums and blah, blah, blah. He said, reason why blacks don't buy records is because they don't have the resources. Then I, kind of listened to that again, and I had to think about it. And I had to say to myself, well, like, damn, you know something? He right. We don't have the resources. So basically what I am is saying is true.
But then let me say this too as well, to make my opinion stronger, is that we've been believing in the Bible as a people since we got out of slavery, right? And if the church, and there were so many churches and more churches that were doing great things for black people, why are we in the predicament that we're in now? We shouldn't be. Because they're not doing a lot. I just take my state, you look at California. You take a street like Figueroa. Figueroa is one of the biggest streets in Southern California, and there's so many churches on there, and that's the worst street to drive down, from prostitution to homelessness to gang banging to just everything. But you got a church like every 2 blocks. There's a black church. And people are going there giving their money to every Sunday, every Wednesday, and all this stuff. And what are we getting out of it? To keep saying that God is going to come one day and that we living in our last days. If a church was really ran with its nonprofit as a business for black people wouldn't have to go to banks to get loans. You go to these churches and get loans. Have your pastor give you a loan now, and then you pay them back without this ginormous of interest rates and stuff. So the black churches can do a lot more than what it's constructed to. But let's be honest, they get money from the whites. So this is where I guess SCO is right, is that they're part of the system too. And they're getting money from whatever the system is. So they're going to take care of the system and their agenda first before they really humble themselves and take care of the black people. And you might not see it in his Benz or his house, but I guarantee all his kids' tuition was paid to go to school.
Well, you said it in the tax breaks. That's the reason why churches are able to stand for so long. But what you're saying, you got a valid point. Go ahead. God bless.
I do see the point that both of you guys are making when it comes to the church. But let me say this: the tax breaks is not exclusively just for the black church. Any religious institution has a tax break. So it's not like the black churches is getting a special tax break versus another church, another denomination. That's not the case. Second, as a whole, as our community, we are suffering financially. Okay, so if you have someone who's making $20,000 a year, $30,000, I'm using an example, guys, and they pay to the church every Sunday. I promise you, they're paying what, $10, $15, even if that. Okay, so these black churches are not making some bootload of money and they hiding it in the back of the pastor office. And third off, do you also know that
you got a point? Hold on. You got a point, but some of them are and some of them ain't. But if you put them collectively, but right, very, very few. But like I said, you put them to collectively together, they pull in enough to be able to start, their own bank. So I get what he's saying. He's not, saying, oh, just because this one church right here is making millions of dollars. No, you put all these churches together, because in St. Louis, I would tell you this: in one zip code is over 1,500 churches.
But there's two. All those churches, well, not all of them, but these churches have cliques. It's a group of churches. Like your one church might be fellowship or under one pastor. They got 15 of them. Okay, so all these churches are all collected together. You telling me that all resources can't come together?
Yeah, they can.
They
can't come together.
Right, Potter House was started in Texas, but you got about 3 or 4 Potter Houses in California. How was that?
Right,
it's
you
affiliation.
You got one in Dallas as well.
I don't know who watches Greenleaf, but I'm an avid Greenleaf watcher. And when that white man came in there and took over that church, he didn't bought off. It was 20 churches all under that same umbrella of that organization. So you can't say that they don't have no money, they don't have this. Yes, and a lot of those churches too invest their money into stock markets as well. So what you don't see that they got in cash, they got in investments as well. And I'm just saying, for us to believe in God so much in a church, then why are we so underclassed than everybody else? Why are we behind on everything from education?
Well, this is what you got to look at. The churches are basically there to help the oppression of us.
SL.
I was just keeping 100.
SL, I respectfully disagree. The church, historically in the black community, the church has been a refuge for The Underground Railroad, when they used to do when they used to do churches, that's how they even do the Underground Railroad when they was fighting against Jim Crow laws. It was a church that was in the forefront. To say that the church been used to oppress the Black community is an unfair
God
assessment.
bless. God bless. That's what it
Yes, sir.
used to be.
Yes, sir.
See, lot of this stuff that we're going off memory is what stuff used to be. The church used to be that. It used to be a place of hope. But now it's just a place of business and money like everything else. And we have to understand that.
Exactly.
Things
Exactly.
used to be like that. It used to, but it's no longer that because money is ruling everything and everybody wants money. And at the end of the day, the churches too. Where do you think all these politicians go to get votes that don't give a shit about us? To the Black church.
Exactly.
It used to be a refuge for the Underground Railroad. It used to be you can go to the church and there's a storehouse and you can pay your rent and here you go and here you go. But not now. Try to do it now. Hell, I know churches that would kick out homeless people because they stinking. But when I was growing up, a church, my church would take them in. They had a bathroom in the back. Let that person take a shower, give them some clothes that people donated, and as long as you in the church fellowship, even if you don't come back. But now you got to come back. You got to go change clothes, or you can't do this, you can't do that. Come on now. Everything is a used to be.
Right.
We're talking about in 2020.
Yeah.
The numbers where. No, go ahead.
Yeah, ask me. This shit is a fashion show, you know. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all of them like that, but for what I'm saying is a coat wise, a fashion show wise, and a money grab wise. That's the three things I'm seeing out of churches these days.
And if everything is about image and perception, so if I don't go to church, right, and I'm not into church, but my perception of church is everybody is uppity, snooty, and if my perception of church is what I see on TV when you got pastors on TV just flaunting their jets and their houses and doing all this, but yet your congregation is catching a bus to your house. So you telling me you don't have $2,000 to go buy them a car for one of these jinky, rinky dinky car lots and get them a bucket just to make it to church, at least make it to church and work on Sundays? But yeah, you get.
I'm sorry,
go
sir.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, and I get. I'm in California, and you might be in a rural, but your rural church is under a mega church. I will guarantee you, you do the research and check that pastor has been taken care of.
Well, let me say this, and I think that we got to be very careful tearing down our institutions that we need to be out building out and doing changes. The Black church is the cornerstone of the Black community. I know people don't want to hear it. I know when you say that, it makes people upset. It's the truth. That's where a lot of changes can be happening. That's when you can step in and do a lot of political reform, informing the community of different changes that was going on and things that we expect our community. The Black church is a site where we give information on HIV prevention, breast cancer screening. When we don't have that information, to knock down our institution is a dangerous road to go down. That's all I'm saying. Do I think it's some bad apples and some churches don't do what they should be doing? Yes. But then we need to try to make sure we do some changes in that church. I just don't think that we should be like, oh, the church is taking away. A lot of Black people go to church. We are a faith-based community. And so we need to start there. I'm sorry, SL. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, I'm saying you good. Because I just want to get this, on top of my mind while I was at it. It's not wrong with going to church, but like I said, once you like I said, clear the smoke screen about that church. What is that church really about? Like I said, I'm seeing coat wise, I'm seeing fashion show wise, and I'm seeing the money grab wise. That's all I'm seeing. Now, is every church like that? No, but I will say this about every church: it's basically helping the oppression. I will say that.
I don't know how it's happening to oppression. I just don't know how it's happening to oppression. where
say this. I'll say
I
how it
just
is.
don't see it. I just don't
My
see that
opinion,
perspective.
my opinion is this: is that we're sitting that now. Reason why we're not, some people not fighting. Some okay, I'll put it like this: it's reason why we can't all get on board and unify majority, at least an 80-20, 90-10, to come up with a future game plan on how we're going to get better as a race, is because that church people got them believing that Jesus is coming back for you. And now you have this God war. Is Jesus black? Is he Jewish? Is he white? Is he whatever it is? But is he coming back for us? Okay. You got people believing that, well, since we're last on earth, we're gonna be first in heaven. But if you bad, then how you even get into heaven? As you know, people say or whatever. So we have this belief that we'll just wait on Jesus. My grandma been saying that the world is bad and God coming back, and now she dead and gone, and I'm grown, and he still ain't came yet. So while people in church praying for all this and all that, we're still last in test scores, still last in financing, we still last in having land, having any respect to anything. So what is Jesus doing for us right now? If there was a God or there was a Jesus, as people saying, then that man would have died. He just would have been beat up and in jail. But then I don't want to hear everybody died for a reason. So then Jesus or God allowed that man to die so we can tear shit up in our own city and neighborhoods, so we can burn down black-owned businesses.
And I am for that cop to kill Mr. Floyd has nothing to do with the church. It had to do with a DA who did DA in a police system that had protected this man who was doing crimes for years, who actually had killed a man and almost beat another man to death prior to this. This has nothing to do with the black church causing that. We have to be fair here. It has to do with institutional racism. So when the black,
No. God bless.
You can't combine. But let me say this.
Hold on.
You can't combine. You cannot blame the failures, the effects, the consequence of institutional racism on the black church that's affecting the black community. That's an unfair assessment.
Okay, I get where you come from, but I don't think he's saying that the church is the problem why he got murdered. I believe I misunderstood. I apologize. Yeah, so what he's saying that the oppression overall. It helps the oppression overall. It's not because that man got killed. This Mr. Floyd got killed. It's more so it helps drain money out the community. You got the liquor stores as well; they play a part. You got the Asian beauties. The prepaid loan stores play a part. Hold on. You sounded kind of. I'm gonna mute you up. You sounded kind of hollow. But you got the Asian booty salons, you got the Chinese restaurants, you got the Arab gas stations, and a few other things. You got, matter of fact, you got Arab chicken wing spots that's sucking money out of the community. Go ahead, to you.
What I'm saying is not that it's the black church, because the church is just a building. What I'm saying is that what they're teaching, if that's more to the point, what they're teaching in black church. I'm not worrying about white people, Jewish people, Hispanics, and all that. I'm worrying about black people. So what they do over there, I'm not really worrying about, except that they're a lot farther than where we are, and we trying to get there. But what I'm saying is what they teaching my mother, my father, grandmother, grandfather, and everybody else, parents and people from the South, is that wait on God. God's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? There's a song about put your bills in a drawer and pray on it, and God gonna be on time. Okay, so then when the first of the month comes and that bill ain't paid, God, where you at? Oh, well, it wasn't your blessing time then. Well, damn, I didn't pay that bill. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff they feeding us about that God this and God that and Jesus this and Jesus that, where they at? Because I'm tired of reading about that. Jesus was here and he was doing miracles. Well, he ain't did a miracle in 2,000 years. So where the miracle at now? Why he didn't raise up George? Why George didn't wake back up after the police killed him and say, you know what? So black people have something to believe in. It's all they send us hope.
Well, I don't want to, because everyone has the right to their belief. Let me say this: I would never disrespect what anybody believes. I believe that everyone.
Yeah. Hey, God bless you. Sounding hollow. Yeah, you sound real hollow.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. You just sound hollow.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You on some type of headset?
No. Can you hear me now?
Speaker? You on the speaker?
No, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hold on. Let me try something. Yeah, hold on. Let me try something. All right, say something now.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you still sound the same. But go ahead.
What I want to say is this: I would never try to question other people's beliefs or, go back and forth. I think you have the right to believe what you believe. I truly do believe this. But let me make this statement. As a community, we have been through a lot. We have been through slavery, Jim Crow, the continued systematic racism that we experience. And the suicide rate, even though it's gradually increasing, do you know the suicide rate is still low compared to other races, both for Black Americans? And I think that one of the reasons why it's low is because of our faith. Our faith as a people has pulled us through difficult times. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be the advocate of the Black church institution because it has a lot of issues it has to deal with. But I think that because Black people are still through the struggle and not jumping off the rooftop, it's because of their faith.
Okay, now you said that Black people are going through the struggle, right?
I said that our faith.
Okay, what you doing right there now? Hold on. How you talking right there? I mean, what you do right there?
Nothing. I just lean forward.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. They just sound way better. That's why I asked.
Okay,
but like I said, that's why I was saying that. What I was saying was that you said that the Black people is in the struggle, right?
I said that our faith has been instrumental in sustaining us through our struggles. That's the reason why our grandmothers, our grandfathers, and those ahead before us was able to go through the pain that they went through. It's because of their faith. I think it plays a role, and to discredit that would not be fair.
Oh, can I say something? Okay, so I don't want to. I mean, okay, well, church and God is all that, and I don't want to get into debates. I do feel like that tears us up. We speak about church, but what I want to say is something that you said that the Christian church or Black people's faith has caused them to be less suicidal, and I will say that's just like where you give where a homeless person who's been homeless all his life, and you give him $100 and he loses it, he's not bothered by it because he's used to not having nothing. You take a rich man and you take all his money away and then make him homeless, then yeah, he's gonna kill himself because he's used to having something. We don't have the same mental thought to kill ourselves because we're used to not having nothing. And all I'm saying is, when I hear about days when we ruled this world and all this stuff back in the beginning of time and all that, but for the time I've been born that I can know, the past 30 some years, we've always struggled. We've always not have nothing. We've always been treated poorly by everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's kind of funny to me that even in California, we got whites, Hispanics, Asians, and all that talking about they protesting on the fact of Blacks when they don't even like us. Like in LA, it's a Black and Hispanic war. So now you saying you with us when you just tried to shoot and kill us 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? But now you with us because, well, no, you just want to be out there looting and rioting and fucking shit up in our name so we can look more bad than what we already do. But
right. That's why I agree with you at, because you're making a good statement. It's like, you know, when I talk to you, it's like you say the right things, but it's like when like me and Mo was up here, there ain't nothing against you. It's to show that, like Mo was saying, you got some good points, but once you put all what you're saying together, you'll see the overview on how we saying things to you. And then what you just said right there, right? What you just said right there. No, hold on. Let me put a fact. Yeah. It's that anytime we get resources, it's like here they come. So you know what I'm saying, in line to get them before we do. So what you just said right there made a lot of sense.
No, yeah, and I get that, and I definitely heard what you and Mo them said. My thing was that my thing is I feel that we gotta have unity some way or another, but we're too divided between, like I said, Crips, Blood, Christians, non-Christians, rich, poor, or rich, middle class, light, dark, good hair, bad hair, fat, skinny, that we have so much stuff that tears us apart that it's hard for us to see that we have to be unified. You know, the other races, no matter what their differences is, when an enemy attack, they all come together as one under the umbrella of whatever they are, and we don't, because we still have, you know, this discord, you know, with each other. But back to just a church thing for one thing, and we can leave it alone. All I'm saying is, when is Jesus gonna show up for us? When is he gonna show up and show out, as they shout in church? Because I'm waiting. Because I'm tired of, I don't want to see him just show up and show out for one person to where she's able to get her business, another person because he's able to get his home. But as us collectively as a race, so till we can matter in this world and society as everybody else. And for the past 15, 20 years, definitely within the last 10 years, we have been chewed up bubblegum on the concrete to every race who have came over here and got businesses, has got loans, has surpassed us in wealth, has surpassed us in ownership and everything. So when is Jesus, who we have so much hope in and so much believe in, is going to come and just give us a fair opportunity? I don't even want a handout. Just give Black people a fair opportunity to go one-on-one, toe-to-toe with any of these races, and they all know we were outshining them. But the one thing they know to do to us is, if you keep those niggas separate by how they look, how they dress, what they wear, and what they got, we will dominate them. If we thin them out, we can dominate them. Because the moment they realize how powerful they are together, the movement they can make, then this world will be ours again. If it ever was. But we're so thin. We like Kool-Aid when you keep adding water and water and water, and no more Kool-Aid and sugar. That shit just tastes like water, and that's just what we are. And I'm gonna end on that.
Okay, my fault. I was over here trying to set some things up. God bless you. Still here?
Yes, I was trying to listen with IM. It was going in and out, so I'm trying to get as much information. It was going in and out, but I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I built it up so you could be able to go ahead and have a mic.
No, again, I don't want it to be a religious church topic, because we're going to all believe what we believe. It is what it is. But I do want people to realize this. The same way you uphold the Black institution, you have to uphold other institutions that we invest our money into. If not, you will be getting bamboozled again, our community. And that includes the politicians. At the end of the day, We laws has to be changed, and we has to start with political change. We do not have a political base. We do not. And when you don't have representatives that represent you and making laws, that's why stand your ground is in place. When you don't have these policies in place, it's going to affect the Black community. It is what it is. That's just what I just have to say. We have to have a political base. We have to make sure that the police department
right, okay. Now when you say that, you say a political base. I mean, what is this political base supposed to do?
Political base means when you do it at the local levels, that even considered the school system, the school system level also. Also when you need one more of our representatives. I'm not talking about everybody that look like you. It's not for you. So I'm not saying vote just Black people in, because we have done that before and that doesn't work. You have to vote people in, or actually fund people in who represent your agenda, the Black people agenda. And the Black people agenda should be this: reparations first. Second, it should be that we should have, by law, federal law, contracts that should be designated to Black Americans. I don't know if it be 10%, 15%. It needs to be that. Also, when it comes to loans from some of these banks, these big banks that get these government bailout, we should also indicate that Black land homeowners, if they don't issue loans that's not interest rate like 20% or something like that, they would not get any more federal government funding. The police departments, we should also indicate this, that for the DA, they have to, when it comes to a police shooting, they would actually we have to stop them to automatically go to the grand jury. We need to make it a law that the DA that's over these police shootings has to prosecute, has to actually take it to court, instead of saying, I'm just going to push it to the grand jury. And that's what's going on. We need more concrete policy changes. It starts from there. It's good to be armed.
Yeah,
Second Amendment and marching, but we have to do more than that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. God bless, but you gotta remember that a lot of these places where these things are happening at, these not predominantly Black areas.
Georgia's not predominant. Georgia's not.
No. What part of Georgia?
Okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, I get your point.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Well, let me say this too. Now, I definitely agree with God bless about that we need a political stance. But I think, and this is where I agree with STL, where we have to stop taking money from, start looking for a handout. But this, once again, we're gonna have to somehow, some way, try to form a governing body of stuff to start standing off where we start making and creating our own stuff. We got to start investing in having our own schools where they're predominantly all Black. We got to start. We have to start co-oping and creating our own production plants, our own manufacturers. Because even with that, God bless, we're still looking for them to give us this or to tell the banks to do this for that. It's time to say, fuck that. Take our resources, everybody. And this is where the celebrities who got money, this is where the athletes, if they want to be a part of this movement and they want to join, then they will put their money and their power with us. And the ones who don't, then forget it. Because at the end of the day, you had house niggas and you had outside niggas. And at the end of the day, the house niggas are comfortable with still getting fed by the white man. But we, for our kids, and just for the Black race, period. Because I'm to the point that I think if we don't start something so dramatic, we're no longer going to be here. We're going to all be mixed and be mulattoes, and it just won't be it won't be an African American Black race. You'll still have Cubans and Jamaicans and Haitians and all the Belizeans and all those other black nationalities, but you won't have any more American blacks. We eventually going to be wiped out. We need
Yeah,
our
God
own.
bless. Yeah, God bless. Go ahead. I had muted you up. Go ahead.
No, I am in some good points. I agree with that. I agree that we need to do some co-op. I totally agree with that. But I'm also gonna say this. We are old. Some of the same givens, and I'm put this in quotation marks, handouts that's given to other races, because we as a people built this country. So when I said about when changing the laws and this was stand your ground, someone said it was stand your grounds for white people. That's why the laws need to be changed, because stand your ground was not to benefit the black community. It was not. It was an excuse for us to get shot. That's the reason why I say we have to do a political change, co-op. But it's hard. You just stated that celebrity doesn't have the funds, doesn't have the money.
No, what I say is we don't have it. We don't have it independently. We nobody, because even Mo said this. See, nobody wants to come together and put their money into the same melting pot, because we still want to do. We want to do with our own money and our own life over here, and that's the issue I have with Mo. Mo is fine with him doing his thing over there and the few blacks that he do, whatever with, and whoever else he mingles with. But I'm talking about as a race and going forward. If we put our dollars together and figure out the construct, and I get it, we have to find some real people who are for us. It's going to take a while. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be today. It probably won't be the next 5 years. But we have to build that. And then we can start grooming our political candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, you I mean, what you say right there, it sounds
right.
more like, yeah.
Then we can start grooming that man and that child to go to school and pay for them to go to law school and go this and go that. If we groom them and we pay for them and they coming from our black, section of camp and trying to have something, then we know when they get into office, they're going to make things happen. Because you can no one tell me, and I don't know, man, I'll do some more researching, but what black agenda have we ever had that was for us? Every black agenda that was for us benefited everybody else but us.
Hold on, we did have a own thing going on. We keep on skipping over Black Wall Street. You really need to look into what was going on.
Listen, I get that, but this is my point. That's gone.
Right.
We can take the blueprint.
What happened to it? What happened to it?
Yes, but listen, and I get that. No, but I'm saying is, Oklahoma only had Oklahoma. But in 2020, you got Oklahoma, you got St. Louis, you got South Carolina, you got Long Beach, California.
And it was still blacks in other places, just like it is now.
But they didn't have the communication. They didn't have the communication that we had now to communicate with each other.
Oh no! They didn't have the willpower, and they didn't have the. They were still stuck in a slave mindset. With them,
okay. Well, there you go. But now we're not.
Right. You exactly right. But now we're not. It should be
we can
better.
Take that blueprint. So we can take that blueprint.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're saying everything you're saying is logical, but we got to look at the outcome of everything, and it's still happening. We still stuck in the slave mindset. How many dudes do you know that goes out and search? You know what I'm saying, and beg for record deals? A lot.
Listen, the only way to get the slave mindset is by showing them something different.
Showing them what?
The movement. If we try to come to even just what's on your panel,
you know how many movements.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, but we gotta stop talking about what's happening and start talking about how can we do better. Even if we just us, even whoever, even we end up just writing it down to where our younger generation will pick it up and be able to take it in movement. At least we did our part to make them better. We might not complete it in our time. We might die before it gets completed of us seeing black people as, more than what we are now. But we'll know that our lineage got it and kept it going.
Let me say this. Let me say this, man. Now, this July 7th is coming up. Because I'm gonna skip straight to the point. You know me, I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. If everybody was to follow that protocol that's supposed to be for July the 7th, I guarantee you, you will see gas go lower in the next day or two.
So what I'm saying to you is,
I know you're saying listen. I know you're saying listen, but I wanted to get you to understand on how much power and willpower is going to take to really turn this upside down. But
right,
everybody has to follow that protocol, though.
But this is what I'm saying. Every YouTuber that you know, every content creator that you know, and all they subs should be talking about to their family and everybody else on from now to July 7th to July 6th. We should be speaking on what we're going to do. Every day, that should be the topic. And how we going to do it. And how many people have you told about it? And who else joined it? We all should be spreading and talking about it. So when it comes and when it happens, we all could be on the same accord. So when July 7th comes, we're not buying shit. We're not spending no dollar. We're not spending no money. We bring in our backyard barbecuing and put that shit on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
but
Instagram.
Once again, you're gonna have them ones that's out there, you know what I'm saying, just gonna be like,
but you're always gonna have that. Like I said, the churches. If we got 10 million people that ain't buying nothing and we got 5 that is, they still gonna miss that 10 million that didn't go buy nothing. It's never gonna be 100%, and we have to get that. But the number has to be at least 80, 20, 90, 10. It's never gonna be 100%. You always gonna have them few thousands or them few hundreds that's gonna say, you know what, I want to be independent. Like when I brought up the move to 4 states. Well, this is I can use the same analogy. Well, then how you gonna tell me on July 7th I shouldn't go buy nothing? I shouldn't go spend my money here. I should be able to spend my hard-earned money on whatever.
He had faded out for some odd reason. Yeah, I get him. He got the, you know what I'm saying, nice willpower, but I think he needs to understand that things is gonna take time. Yeah, you back?
What'd you say? Yeah, I'm back. Go ahead. I'm sorry, my phone closed out. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, once we do something like this on July the 7th, like I said, majority of us stick to the protocol. We will see results in the next couple of days. Matter of fact, the way shit is going right now, America is about to fall to its motherfucking knees in all types of ways. You know.
Yeah, but can I say something? But listen, this is the thing. This is the thing about that protest. America's gonna fall for their knees, but you know who ain't gonna benefit from it, and who will get the black eye from it? We gonna get the black eye from it, and we ain't gonna benefit from it because we ain't strategizing how to maneuver this shit into our way.
No, you're right. You know what I'm saying? We should put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers coming in neighborhoods trying to start these fires, and start this chaos. We not looking at. We just looking at that you know, quick high second grab to go right behind the bullshit and start doing the same thing.
Right, because while we look at the looting, you know how many YouTube stuff, well, not YouTube, but Instagram and Facebook is coming out about black people saying how they shit got burnt down in the protest. I watched this old man on one of crying because somebody burnt his shit down that he worked hard for, stole his stuff.
Hold on. That clip you sent me, that's an old clip. I've seen that before.
Okay. Well, I thought it was new because it came out, but even still, like,
I think that happened during the Rodney King deal. But
let's take the ice cream lady, the stove cone lady. Her shit got burnt up. Okay, I'm pretty sure, huh?
No, I'm saying I'm glad you said something. I'm gonna try to find out who that lady was. If somebody could beat me to it, you know what I'm saying, feel free to email me. We said we get on her. And, I am. Hold on, man. I gotta make an announcement.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If somebody beat me to it, you know, give her my email. We're gonna try to get on her and try to, you know what I'm saying, make some donation to her to, you know, get her back started again. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say make a GoFundMe and let's see how many blacks put their dollars into helping her rebuild her ice cream truck.
Right. You know, don't
And where
go
this
for me.
happen at? SL and I am.
You said
Where did this
this happened
happen?
in
What
Atlanta.
location?
This
In
happened in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this happened in Atlanta. Matter of fact, a lady came on that I follow on Instagram. Shout out to her. She came on yesterday, and she ran into the lady. She wasn't able to get her name or number or nothing, but she said the lady was crying. So I was like, wow. We got the clip of her snow cone stand burning up. It's on my last live of this before this one. No, 2 lives from this one. So go check it out at the beginning. It's at the very beginning. Show you it burning down and everything. So I'm gonna try to find out the lady information as soon as I get a chance. But if somebody beat me to it, like I said, send her my email. Yeah, send her my email, and we're gonna see she can come on and we try to help get her start to raise some money. I don't care if we raise $100. That's a start. Go ahead, I am.
Right. No, but it should be more than $100. I mean,
Yeah, it should, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying that stuff like that where we should jump on and go. But also, I sent you that clip, and that was in off of Beverly Hills Avenue in Fairfax, and I was sending it to you to show you that how many blacks did you see in that picture, in that video?
Yeah,
you didn't see a lot.
No, exactly.
You didn't see a lot. You see all that shit they was trashing and burning out police cars. It's not us. It's not us out,
we know
out there like that.
We made it clear. We showed so many videos. I showed so many videos the last live. To show how everything is getting started. And it's them that's doing this shit.
Right.
But we get the finger point at her. That's why I showed the video I showed today of Becky and her. So I hope she's not stealing it. That bitch is stealing.
Right. So, it's just I just feel like, like I said, at the end of the day, all this is tragic. That man, and then I hate the fact that people brought up that he had a white girlfriend or a white woman or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, you love who you love.
Right. I'm not even concerned about that.
Right.
I'm not even concerned about what color. I'm so concerned about the way he died and the reason why. Well, ain't no reason, but the way he died and the way everybody they trying to paint the picture to tell us how we should look at this death.
Right.
We should look at this death because he's on drugs. That's what they trying to say.
Right. And to deter black women for fighting for him because, oh, look, he had a white woman. They did that same thing to that young boy, what was that, in Oakland, who had the Mexican girlfriend.
What's his name? Stephon Clark.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, the same thing with him.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He said some motherfucking shit, which was fucked up.
Yeah, but we don't treat black women like that where they had a white man. You black. Who you love is who you love.
Right.
Let me say this as the only black female on the panel. I don't speak for all black women, but in his case, Stephon, I mean, he actually laughed and made jokes on his I guess Facebook about when another black man had died, and he had made a lot of derogatory comments towards black women. So when black women was not caping for him, a lot of black women just complied to his request. I don't think Stephon Clark would want black women to march for him because he had a strong disdain for black women. So so to compare Stephon case to Mr. Ford, it's a totally different ball.
I get what you're saying. God bless. Let me say this though. He was doing that shit and saying that shit to sit her and satisfy that chick. I hate to call her a bitch, but he was doing that just to satisfy her. And that's what most of these dudes are, and women who's dating the opposite race, that's what they do.
Well, let me take this a step farther though. That young man came from a black woman, correct?
Exactly. That's why I said that.
Now, God bless. I'm not trying to throw you in it, but you're on the panel. Do you have any black sons?
Yes, I have 2 beautiful black sons.
Okay. So I don't know how old they are, but if your black son dead outside his race, and when the police see him, the police didn't see his girlfriend or his wife, he seen his skin color. and he still came from a black woman. So we don't know what happened between him and his mother to where he felt the way to date black people. My point is, when that police officer killed him, they killed him because of the color of his skin. We're still black, just like him. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about each other. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of black women who talked about him as far as dating him or didn't like him or whatever. So the fact that they try to use the white woman as an excuse to separate, to have black women saying, no, we ain't gonna be out there, we ain't gonna fight for him.
But that wasn't. I apologize for interrupting, sir. But that wasn't the case. The reason why we have to be careful to not force black women or guilt trip black women to cape for someone who would not cape for them. Mr. Floyd, that first of all, that was his ex-fiance. That was his ex-fiance. Okay, that he was dating, regardless of her race. This man died awful, and
hold up. So the white woman was his ex-fiance?
Yeah, it's ex-fiance, but that's not important. It's his ex-fiance. It wasn't his present, it was his ex-fiance. Actually, okay. It had a quotation, it was ex-fiance. But really, that's not even if she was the girlfriend, that's really not important.
Hold on. Now, where did you see this at?
It was quoted and look on CNN News.
Okay, let's stop.
Oh.
When it comes to the mainstream media, God bless, you cannot believe everything they tell you. They're going to twist some stuff out. You know, they're going to twist some stuff up. I do believe he was currently dating her. I think they wanted to say that to be able to protect her. So they would say something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's not true. What you're saying is not true, but I don't listen to them. I really don't.
You're right. It could be not true. But what I'm saying is this. You know, sometimes we as black people put on our cape for people who do not care one cent about us. And Stephon Clark, God bless him. His family, his mother, all of that. But this young man had a strong disdain towards black women. And black women should not have to be guilt tripped to cape for someone who would spit on them. They wouldn't even spit on them if they was on fire. And that includes that young man.
And I get that, and I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I get that, I hear what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, though, we're not fighting. Well, to be honest, we're not fighting exactly for him because he's dead, and his family probably receives money. But what we're fighting is that in the eye of people, when they see that skin color, that's what make them want to treat us bad. And that's just what I'm saying. That when you don't fight for him, you're fighting for the fact that, okay, well, as long as we separate, as long as we say that they don't like their own kind, and that this person was a white person lover, don't fight for him, then you know that it takes some of y'all away from the fight.
Right.
And once again,
he hated black women. He hated black women.
Okay, let me explain a good analogy to you. God bless. I'm gonna mute everybody as well. A good analogy. And this bitch is a fucking YouTuber. I have to remember that. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. Now, there's a black YouTuber on her. She's a black chick. She's over there in the UK. She's from Jamaica. She was on a game show. She was dating a white dude, took the white dude back to the home country town, and this is my zaddy, you know, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have beautiful babies, the whole fucking nine. I mean, caping form and everything. Black man, you need to amp your game up. You guys are pathetic. Y'all don't got nothing on my zaddy. It goes back to UK where they both was shacking in at, and also she picked him up off his feet, giving him money that gets on a game show. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. She's a YouTuber. Y'all know I'm not lying. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I can't remember her fucking name. This bitch gets dogged out by him on the game show in front of the whole world. And he told everybody, I only dated you just for the finances and the romance. That's it. Bitch, I don't love you. I got a new female who I'm finna go be with, which was another white woman. So basically, I ain't gonna say you want to sit here and say about Stephon Clark. But basically, if we talk about Stephon Clark, it's black women the same way. The same way. Now, what that white boy would have killed them? Then we still would have sit up her and became for her just as well. You know, I mean, it's sad, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, when people, you know, get to the other dominant society, get to dating with them, they thinking they one of them. I get what y'all both, you know what I'm saying, both parties are saying. But like I said, we sit here, we case for them, we cheer for them, we protest for them. It's like, you know, at that time, that's probably, you know what I'm saying, how they feeling, which they shouldn't be feeling like that, but most of the time they don't know no damn better. They think they're getting the cream of the crop of the fucking world when they're not. Let me see, Locust. I ain't fine. Okay. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a black chick on her. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing. She did the same thing so bad to the point I don't even think she's gonna be able to date a black man again. She
still will. She still will.
No. You say who?
It don't matter. I say it don't matter. She's still a woman with titties and ass and the vagina.
I am.
So some black man still gonna date her.
I am. After what she didn't said, I don't think no black man gonna date her.
Come on, man. If she looks good, I mean, call what you want. But if she looks good, somebody's gonna date her.
She knows she done fucked up so bad. She had the motherfucker date the same sex. That's how bad she done fucked up, because she didn't put this on a YouTube channel as a video, caping for him. And she went on national TV over there, caping for this white dude to get this.
Let me say this. I don't want to bring her up, whatever, but I'll say this. Well, I'll put it like this. It's been a YouTuber that people have heard all type of shit about her. Okay? And she still got black dudes. She still be having black people in her chats. And she black. Okay? So at the end of the day.
What was that?
Chelsea Ray?
There you go.
Rat. Okay. Well, I am.
Kristen Carslin.
Hold up. Kristen Carslin, she pulled some slick talk, you know. So she didn't outright and say that like, you know, the rat did. But the rat has never dated a fucking white man. She don't let that shit fool you, bro. She hasn't.
Well, I don't know who she dated. She probably dated her when they smelt her. But I'm saying,
she did.
But I was just saying this. Like, I get what Locust Queen is saying. But like I was saying, to me, I'll be fighting more for not the particular, because even for George, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him from nobody. From, you know, period. Never knew of him. But we out there protesting because he was done wrong, not because of whatever else might happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have said, fuck black people. He could have not hated his own black kind, period. But I know when that cop seen him, that cop didn't see his hate for black people.
Woman. Right. Exactly.
He just seen that he was black. So that affects me. It affects my son. It affects, you know what I'm saying, everybody else with this dark skin color, you know, or brown or light, just black people in general. So that's just all I'm saying. But, I mean, for Locust Queen, any other woman, now, if a guy is saying, I don't like black women, and you see he get his ass beat by some white boys, they don't kill him, but get his ass beat, then okay, yeah, I don't expect you to say nothing and help him. I don't. But this person was murdered not because of what he did or what he said, because he was black. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead, God bless. And I'm gonna play this video right quick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make this last comment. I gotta I'm gonna go back into the chat. Thank you, I am, for your commentary. And again, SL, always great. But I'm gonna say this, you know, everybody that looks for you is not for you, right? It's for you. And so as a black community, we gotta be careful jumping on the bandwagon of people who says a lot of good words and be like, okay, let me ride with them. And we have limited resources. The reason why I say that for Stephon, the young man who had passed, who got killed, yes, that was injustice. Would I march for him? No, I say a prayer home for him, because he had a strong disdain for somebody who looked like me. And so his wishes was not for these dark skinned, natural curl black women or with high cheekbones to march for him. He did not want that. He wanted somebody like Mindy or Sensu, the young lady he was with. If that was the case, then that community need to march with him. That's all I'm saying. We cannot put on our cape like we Superwoman for people who would not do the same for you.
Right. I mean, you got a point there, but as I say again, God bless. He was saying that shit just so he could get some brownie points or some, or like Tyreek say, some goddamn butter biscuits. He was doing that, you know what I'm saying, to please her, to show that, oh, you're my queen. These black women are nothing. Just like, you know what I'm saying, the rat does, you know, say it's just for the right now factor because they were broken up when he got killed. You know, and what he was trying to do, still get back with her. Now, if he wouldn't be able to get back with her, he'd have been ended up with a black woman. Because it's very rare that, you know, most of those Hispanic chicks will mess with the black guys. And you can correct me on that. Yeah, I am. Okay, I guess he stepped away. So let me go ahead and play this clip. It's a white guy who's out. Let me see, where was he at? I'm not too for sure where he was at. I believe this might be the East Coast, but it's real funny. It's I think 2 or 3 parts of it, but this shit is real funny. Hold on, let me okay. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to this is running slow on my end. That's what's freezing my shit up. This damn screen sharing. Hold on. Okay. All right. So basically it was a white guy. He was out there with a bow and arrow talking about I think he said white lives matter. Basically caping for the police. And he had a bow and arrow. And they beat the holy shit out of his ass. Hold on, let me go ahead and play it.
Oh, and while you do that, he actually shot one of the people he actually shot somebody with that bow and arrow.
Yeah, they Beat the holy shit out of his ass. Now watch this. Watch this. Okay. Let's do this part, y'all. Okay, it's lagging too much on my end, y'all. I'm gonna get a 10 to 20 foot Ethernet cord so I can hook this shit up direct. So I'm running on Wi-Fi. You can't hear no sound. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, y'all, because it seems like running shit off of Wi-Fi. That's what make me have a lot of problems. My shit get frozen up, and we'll leave it at that. But shout out to shout out to, definitely God bless holding it down while I was having my technical difficulty. You ain't closing words.
No, thanks for having me up. Great show, and then I'm definitely gonna be spreading the word about the July 7th thing. And I think that we all should spread it and also contribute to that movement that's going on. So, and the movement is actually that we're not purchasing anything on July 7th, right? Make sure I got it correct.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to keep reminding myself as well as now people want to hit me up now. Come on now. Okay, I don't know who the hell it is, but anyway, I'm definitely. Matter of fact, let me post my number. Everybody keep this just in case the internet go down. The conference number was 774-220-4000. ID number 192077. So keep that. My playback watches as well. Keep it as well, just in case this internet go down. We'll know. We'll be able to keep in touch to kind of let everybody know what's going on in the neck of the woods. Like I said, I got a feeling he gonna pull the plug. I definitely will say that. You said I think a news report, but there's no sound. Okay, there was no sound. Yeah, I'm like I said, yeah, I just gotta get some more shit. There's a lot of shit that I gotta motherfucking get. I'm almost close to 1,000 followers. Like I said, I'm be camming up, doing lives as well. So I gotta look at a goddamn camera. I got a lot of shit I gotta do. I gotta wait on this copyright shit to get back so I can release the goddamn music. Still gotta the prank calls that I'm supposed to be working on. That's gonna get done, y'all. Like I said, with all this shit going on right here, that shit gonna have to be put on pause. I know tomorrow. I'm gonna get with some people, you know what I'm saying, and see the feeling of the goddamn rat because it's a goddamn birthday and shit. You ask me, fuck the bitch. But I might have something going on with the rat. I'm gonna get with some people and see what's up. We can think of something. Like I said, other than that, I've been, mainly, concentrate on what's going on today. The strong mommy, I was planning on doing that Friday, but like I said, with this going on, it is what it is. We kind of had to derail, get on some real shit. We always be able to get on that But this right here, I just feel is more important to be talked about than sitting up here and be tripping. I ain't gonna say trip. Be invested in he said, she said, she did, he did. So other than that, I appreciate everybody coming by. Shout out to my mods holding it down as well. Until then, everybody stay